Oh boy, oh boy. I was outside and it's hot in my apartment, but it is nice. It's nice outside. Well, I mean, in the sun, it's hotter, but it's not hot outside. But in the shade, it's nice. And when the breeze rolls by, oh, it is nice. So this is like a good day, and when the sun just barely gets down below like the tree line, oh, it will be good. It'll be a good day to just do some porch sitting. I think we don't have a porch, but if you do have a porch on this day, it would be a good porch sitting day. And if you are a weed smoking gentleman, it would be a good day to go outside or be inside, smoke your joint, smoke your bowl, and then go outside and enjoy the air because it's weed. It's probably more expensive unit per unit gram, unit ounce, whatever you want to do. And you know, don't let nature smoke your weed. Let you smoke your weed. You and your buddies smoke your weed, however you want to do it. And then once you're nice and buzzed, blazed, ripped, stoned, totally destroyed, whatever degree of high you want to get, go outside, sit down, and just soak it all up. Because I think tonight will be a good one to gather everything up. I think it will be to just, be like, oh, this is good stuff. But I wanted to say, when I was out there, I was like, ugh. What sucks about all this is that I can't get any of this good loving from nature because that doesn't really do anything. It's hard to notice. I can't get any of this good loving because Arkansas had this problem too, so I don't know if this is a common thread between southernish areas or if it's just every place in the United States and across the world that does this. But cheap ass screens like this crap that do not stop bugs from getting in. It's like in theory, it's a screen, right? Yeah, see, it's a screen. But they do not protect bugs from coming in. And I have to leave the freaking windows totally locked and sealed all the time to basically protect bugs from getting in. There's one right there, but it's dead and it probably got in some other way. And bugs still get in, but that's totally, that's through walls and vents and pipes and all that good stuff. So I can't let natural air in the place because, like I said, same way in Arkansas, they don't have really good ceilings, not CEILINGS, but SEAL INGS, ceilings, sealant, whatever, on the screens. When I was at my dad's house, we did, because my dad paid for new windows when we got new windows. The ones before that were kind of crap. But when he did get new windows on the house, he paid for good windows. So there were good seals on those windows, really good ones. So you could open the window and a good breeze would come through and we could have good flow through on the house. Now, my dad was a cheap asshole in the sense that he never got air conditioning for the house. So somehow he was willing to fork over dough for pretty good new windows and still not pay for good AC. Now that wouldn't have mattered because all the ductwork in the house had a whole buttload of sawdust in it because he had a wood shop in the basement. So, if you wanted to get AC, well, probably would have been a good investment to have somebody go through all the ducts and clean them out. So I'm betting whoever he sold the house to had someone do that because, you're gonna have big lung problems if you don't have someone come in and clean out all of the ducts in the house. Because we went through and we kind of cleaned out the basements of a lot of the dust that was in there, a lot of the sawdust that was in there. I think there's a lot of sawdust still in there. Cleaned out like 95 to 98, 99% of it. That still means whoever bought the house, they probably had to renovate the basement, and they probably renovated it to a really good level, so it's probably really nice right now, but that's totally different. Point is, sucky ass screens and, low rent housing is the thing. I don't know what the screens were in my apartment in the North Shore of Wisconsin because my roommate, I had a roommate at that time, insisted on keeping the air conditioner at like 67 degrees or something. And so I had to wear like freaking, I had to wear like pants and like a heavy shirt at all time. Otherwise I was freezing. It was like, and that was like the compromised temperature. He wanted it colder. I'm like, dude, how can you tolerate it this cold? It was like, I want it colder. I'm like, this is insane. This is absolutely insane. How can you stand it being this cold? So that's just one of the examples of why roommates suck. Because you have to compromise on the temperature of the apartment. And if you're living with someone that likes the place the same temperature, that's not an issue. But if you like it hot and they like it really cold, you're on totally opposite ends of the thing. That is going to be, neither of you are going to, both of you are going to be uncomfortable, which is bad. A compromise in that situation doesn't do either of you any good, which sucks. It really does. So you can use that as a metaphor for the situation we're in now in this country. I didn't even try to go there, and yet somehow I'm fucking here. That's fucked up. I didn't even try to go to politics, and yet somehow I'm at politics. That is an excellent fucking metaphor for politics. It's like we really are two different countries, and yet we're trying to coexist. No, we've coexisted basically for 250 years. We had a little scuffle in the middle there for a little while. But pretty much since then, the only thing that's been in the way are Bible-thumping assholes. You remove that, and pretty much remove religion from the equation, and I think everything's fine, which is basically the problem. You get people's faith out of the equation, and everything just settles to a nice equilibrium. And the problem with those people, the problem with the faith people is they're like, well, you put faith into everything, and everything will be fine. That's why I say faith is the problem. Some people want it fucking shoved down everybody's throat, and the other people want it fucking eradicated entirely. And really, really hot versus really, really cold. And when you try and compromise, there are two extremes that are totally, totally uncomfortable. And now we got MAGA. And they're like, I'm not racist. And everybody else is like, well, not everybody else, but one half is like, really? You're not racist? You're really not racist. Here's all our evidence for you being racist. And MAGA's like, that's not evidence, fake news. It's like, you can't just say fake news and be like, oh. And that's really the problem. They're on the side. Their whole thing, I think you can see my boobs now. Their whole thing is they don't work in evidence world. Their universe is not built on a foundation of evidence. You don't fight their world with evidence. If they have a fire, you don't put it out with water. You gotta put their fire out with, I don't know, prayer. Maybe, I don't know, blood, piss, sand. Whatever it is definitely not water. It's not something that logically puts fire out. It might be fire. Maybe a big ass explosion, like a big one, like a really big bomb. That might be the best way to put out a fire, like a really big bomb. Like if their house is on fire, you'd be like, all right, I got you. And you throw like 1,000 pounds of TNT on the house, and you'd be like, your fire's out, and they just look at you dumbfounded and be like, what? I put your fire out. You'd be like, my house is gone. Yeah, I know. I put your fire out. But there's just a crater there, and around the crater is fire. And be like, I put your fire out. Your house is no longer on fire. I did what you wanted me to do. Your house isn't on fire anymore. They'd be like, but my house is gone. But your house isn't on fire anymore. Do you see my point? I extinguished the fire burning of your house. I accomplished your goal. What is your problem? I'm not seeing your problem here. You asked me to put the fire out, the fire that was burning your house. I did it. That will be $80,000. I will send you the bill. If you don't pay it, I will sue you. And you will be bankrupted. And if you don't pay that, we will send you to a private prison where you will spend the rest of your life. There you go. That is the new free America. So, that is how we end the video upon which I started talking about my screens. What do you think about that? What do you think that meandering shit? How do you like that? Future me, virtual me, and MAGA people. Again, nobody's going to watch this, but that's some good logic for you, isn't it?